are talking NYCTOPHOBIA, which is Fear of the Dark. And this is directed by Kim Noonan, but interestingly produced by the RZA. Yes, the RZA. And this is a found footage movie. The story focuses on three individuals, two twin sisters and their male friend. And they are kind of just about to go to a graduation party for their, high school, I guess. And one of them notices there doesn't seem to be any stars or even the moon in the sky. And then a short time later, there's a complete blackout with every electrical device, including like battery operated ones and everything, all going out. And it's complete darkness. The only light that we have is the light from one of the phones, which happened to be in a particular kind of case that protects it from this incident that will kind of be theorised. And now we have these three individuals trying to kind of ultimately survive the dark and what's hiding in the dark. Some type of creature. We hear various kind of unnatural sounds. They seem to be attacking anyone effectively. And that's kind of your movie. So that's all I'll say on the plot for now. So what works in this movie's favour? I do think it's a kind of a neat idea, having this kind of complete blackout, including, all sort of natural light. It doesn't really explain how that's come to pass, to be honest. But whatever, it's a neat idea. So you are dealing with, complete pitch black. And these guys just happen to not have any matches, so they can't light a fire or anything. So yeah, I thought that was an interesting concept, and we have the idea here that the only light sources is one mobile phone, which they use to kind of obviously just show you what's kind of going on. So that was kind of a neat idea. I think the sound design is quite strong, and I say this because you don't really see anything on screen. What you will get is sound design to let you know that there is this kind of inhuman entity or entities out there that seemingly causing harm to the humans and things like this. But it works pretty well, and that with the kind of the low light sort of sentiment here, I think gives it some sort of an eerie idea here. Our male lead, the friend, I think is pretty strong. He's a relatively kind of good actor, I would say, in this kind of movie. It's a relatively short film. In actual fact, it's bookended with podcasters talking about it, and I suspect they were reshoots to, pad out the running time to make it feature length to sell, because probably it would have only just been over an hour otherwise. It's a short film, mercifully, because I have to be honest with you, I was struggling to find huge amount of positive to this one, so let's kind of run over it again. The acting, like I say, I liked our male lead, but I have to say, although they weren't terrible, our two twin sisters weren't the best actresses, to be honest. Now, had this been a non-found footage movie, I think you can kind of get away with it a little more. Had it been just a B movie, I think it would have been fine. Found footage, the whole selling point of it is the illusion of it that it's real. And I think these two weren't particularly strong. Not terrible, but just not strong. So there's that. The bookends just seem like reshoots to pad out the running time. They don't really, I don't think they really add anything, and the characters that we have in these two sort of segments are just downright annoying. But let's go back to the story at a main. This is one of these films which is primarily people being hysterical, people shouting, people arguing, people screaming, people crying, all in darkness with a shaky cam flying around the place. That's kind of the movie. That is by far and away the bulk of the running time in this film. Don't be expecting to have any understanding about what has happened. It doesn't tell you. don't be expecting to see anything actually on screen. All you're going to get here is audio, and that's going to basically be it. Don't be expecting to have much, you know, outside the world, what's happening around the place. I mean, the beginning of the movie, when the blackout first happens, one of the characters says it looks like it's the whole city that's gone dark. But there's no context given about, and this is an American city, this is not like, you know, this happened in like Peru or somewhere. You know, then we have these bookended sequences where people are like, oh, it's a conspiracy theory. Surely such a major event where a whole city is blacked out and people are being attacked would be newsworthy. You know, and it wouldn't be down to kind of like your, you know, your grimy podcasters to, you know, spin theories about it and stuff like that, whatever. But it's really just the kind of the lack of story here that I found the most frustrating thing. It's, you know, I get there with found footage movies, a lot of it is kind of trying to build the atmosphere, and you get that kind of last 10 minutes of the movie where stuff happens, and it doesn't really happen in this one, to be honest with you. Nothing really happens in this one, apart from just people screaming more. And that's kind of the movie. And the whole point of having twin sisters, does that play a part? No. You know, okay, it was a choice, but it seemed like an arbitrary choice, to be honest with you. It doesn't, you know, really have any other factor in the movie. Overall, it became somewhat of a bit of a slog. Even at its short running time, I found this movie really unengaging, and I was just mentally kind of checked out of it, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's not a good movie, I would say. A 3 out of 10 for me. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Please leave me a comment, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.